Hello everybody, it is March 13th and today we're going to talk quickly about BONDLY, see what the price action is telling us here. For the past couple of days we've been having a great uptrend. There's a lot of interest right now in BONDLY, a lot of interest in the NFT market in general. If you've been keeping up with the crypto space, I think the most hype and the most craze and the most interest is going towards NFTs at the moment. Obviously, with all the use case, with all the markets that are actually adopting it, all the industries and all the musicians, the artists that are utilizing it to interact more with their fans, and more importantly to try and monetize that and capitalize on it. So that's what BONDLY's been doing. More than just an NFT marketplace, they have a bunch of utilities and use cases besides just being a marketplace where NFTs can be sold, right? So they have their own, it's basically built on the Polkadot substrate ecosystem. It's improving DeFi in general. This is their website. I'll put those links in the description for you to read up on it. And if you don't know what NFTs are, I would suggest Brendan today put out a video on the top 4 NFTs, including BONDLY. So it's a good intro for you to actually get to know what's going on. And I'll leave a couple links in the description here for you to read up on, do your own research, and I'm pretty sure you're going to be really interested in what this basically stands for. So, but yeah, specifically with BONDLY here, that's built on the Polkadot substrate ecosystem. It's improving DeFi, so it's adding a lot of buyers and sellers protection, and they're also building their own. They have their own decentralized exchange, and with all the escrow services associated with that, users can do recurring payments. And the fact that it's also built on it's native to Polkadot, and we're seeing one of the biggest things about that is the fact that it's going to have a lot less fees than Ethereum. I mean, obviously Ethereum is doing its own thing. They're working on that, so we'll see how that develops. But at the moment, I can see why a lot of those musicians are actually preferring to use BONDLY, because of, obviously at the end of the day, we need to make more profit, and whatever more profit we have, the more we have interest in buying. So right now we're going to talk quickly about the price action and seeing what's happening. At the moment, we had our all-time highs on February 20th, went all the way up to 90 cents. And ever since we've been consolidating downwards, and not until I would say somewhere close to March 5th is when we start to go this way. We start to go horizontally. We've tried to find the support initially at the 47-cent region, and that didn't hold much. We had to kind of go back down to the 55 EMA here on the daily, and this zone over here somewhere between the 40 cent and I would say the 50 cent is where we tried to find that support, and we successfully did. So we went all the way up here, tried to go down, and then buyers start to come in at this rate. And the most important thing is that as we were going down, you're seeing those candles over here. So if I zoom in, you're seeing those candles is that every time sellers try to push us all the way down to the 50 or the 40, you're seeing buyers try to come in. So yes, sellers were showing that dominance along the way, but buyers were just lurking in the back trying to buy BONDLY at a better price. And that's what we're seeing right now. So we did find that support, and after we're having a downtrend like this, we start to have the price open and close to each other, and we're seeing wicks both to the upside and the downside, indicating that the sellers are rethinking this trend, so there could be less interest in selling, and buyers are coming in, preventing the price from actually going further down. And we're seeing that happened over here, where sellers didn't try to even drive the price past the 37 cent region. Same thing here next day, sellers couldn't even try to go past the 42 cent, and then buyers were kind of starting to jab above, right? We see that the buyers tried to go above, but sellers were still available. And this candle over here is what kind of changed. This is where the trend reversed. We had price open at the 43 cent. Sellers tried to drive it all the way to the 35 cent, but buyers rejected it, pushed all the way up to the opening and passed that and closed at the 47 cent. So that's what we're seeing. I think this was the sign for all buyers to actually start to come in. And a couple of days after, we're seeing this uptrend. As soon as we broke out of the 48 cent region, we saw the buyers actually kind of, it's just been flying ever since. So something interesting happening right now. We definitely have a bunch of resistances along the way here. So we'll just kind of zoom into the daily, to the 4-hour chart, just to kind of see what's been going on. But overall, you can tell even here in terms of the MACD, ever since we started going sideways, it was showing that as we going down, as we were downtrending, the MACD over here is just representing the momentum for the sellers, and it was pretty evident that they're fully in control. Not until over here where we saw that this momentum start to subside, and you can tell that the buyers momentum start to go upwards, and that's where you start seeing, until today we actually broke that and we're in the positive, where buyers are completely in control of the market. So this is the hourly chart here, and we're seeing that as soon as we broke out of the 50 cent region, which we've been fighting this whole time, we tried to find support at it multiple times. As soon as we broke below, you see that actually pushed the price action all the way down here to the 38 cent. We played around for a bit, and as soon as we broke out of the 50 cent over here, came back to kind of retest, and then we shot all the way up. And now I'm not gonna take fully this into account. I think there's more of a market reaction where just people got too crazy, and the sellers came in. Obviously, if we're looking at this from this over here all the way down to this, that's a 14% movement. And I'm pretty sure a lot of traders, if you're getting a 14% movement, you're just gonna take your profit for the most part. So overall, we know a lot of people are just investing in Bondly, but we're gonna see a lot of traders try to do this. And it's been so evident, even if we're looking at the daily here. If I go back a bit, you'll see how crazy volatile this thing is. It's jumping literally within the day between what? Between this all the way to this, 40% movements on the day, right? 40%, 39. So that's every single day. So expect a lot of volatility and expect a lot of those swings. So that's something you need to be careful with. If you're not willing to see that you enter here right now and then tomorrow you see it drop again and then go up and do crazy movements like that, that's something that you definitely need to do, keep in mind. So this is on the hourly, where we went all the way up here, and then sellers tried to drive us back down all the way to the bottom. That's still not, to me, is it's still not a bear sign. I think it's just a quick movement that happened, but I think the critical zone that we're looking at right now is the 63 cent, which we're trying to break above as we speak. We are finding the support at the bottom a couple of times here. Boom, boom, second leg up. Now we're gonna push up. I don't mind Bondly actually even trying to go back down to this side. So we're gonna see some resistance happen right now, and I don't mind if Bondly goes back down here to the 60 cent region to actually retest it, because I don't think we did properly retest it yet. We are at the 64 cent right now. If we break above this and continue to break above on the hour, so we still have almost 18 minutes for this to close. If we do close above the 65 over here, then that's a different case. I think there's enough buy pressure for us to continue. But if we see that within the hourly here, sellers come in and you start seeing Bondly go back down to this region over here, then that's still okay for me. I'm still bullish on it. So overall, it's just a very good project, guys. But this is more like giving you the stops to where the price action will kind of stall, relax for a bit, pump, and slow down depending on what the market is saying. So overall, we got the fuel to actually continue to go up. But along the way, this is what this video is actually showing you. So right now, we need to see Bondly kind of break above and continue to break above. And if not, then even going back to the 60 cent region to fully solidify the fact that this became a support is very good for us. So that's pretty much it for me. There's a lot of resistance to see up top too, but I think there's a lot of interest in the market for this. So I'm very optimistic with this project for sure. So thank you for watching. Let me know if I missed anything. Let me know if you want us to talk about other projects here. And if you'd like to support us on Patreon, then 100% do so. We have the link in the description below. And that's pretty much it. Thank you for watching.